Right. So yesterday I understand we talked about the Fibonacci and how to save settings and how to customize it generally. So we want to look at any pair that we can look at and see what companies the Fibonacci that we really look at for us to say that it's valid, right? So let's go to H4 or H2 and let's do this, right? We want to see my areas where our fib is once worked and we want to talk a bit about it, right? So we had this high and low. So that means if we were to enter this trade over here, we'll take a fib and we'll generally place it like this, right? Okay, I think I'm forced to change the program that we use. This one, sometimes it lags. So let me do this. So let me do this. Let's open our derivative trading view and let's use that one. Um, can you see my derivative? Guys, can we see my derivative?
Can't see anything.
Yes, we good.
You can.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
can we now see my
All
screen?
right. Yes.
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 All right.
Yeah.
So we have what we call confluences or things that align with our fib. Um, all right. Confluences, they're not only just under fibs, but a confluence is a supporting factor, something that can make us buy or sell, right? Something that we can like say, all right, we have our fib, and as we have our Fibonacci, on our reaction zones, what is it really that's there that we can say our Fibonacci is fit enough to work? In this event, let's say for this pair over here, what we can generally see is we have a fair value gap, which means price had to come fill this fair value gap and then fall, right? So generally what we know is we either fill the 50% of a fair value gap or we either fill 100% of it. So now let's come to H4. Sometimes it's good to scale down. Why? Because we are in a very larger time frame. Now, if we scale down, let's say here, what you see is um price is healthy all along, price is healthy, price is healthy all along. But we have a supply zone over here. I know I haven't taught you about supplies, but these are some of the confluences that I'm talking about. We need to have what we call my supporting factors, right? It's not always your trade is going to come at the 0.618 and play out there, or the 0.71 and play out there. Sometimes it can even play down here on the 0.50. So let's look at examples where trades came and played on the 0.50 and let's try to make sense out of it. Right. So we have a high here and we have a low here. Right. So this is not a perfect example where it played on the 0.58, but what you see is on the last one, what it did was it came and played on the 0.71. But here now it's coming and playing on the 0.6 618. What is it really there that we can say we want to sell there? Now, this whole area, if we look at it from this point up to this point, this is a supply zone, right? Meaning that price is to come in this supply and fill this supply and fall. But then at the same time, we would want to also have, say, a look at our smaller time frame. So now let's go to H2, because it's not always about just saying Chaguma or it has hit this price and then now I'm supposed to sell. Now we also have to look at factors like, oh, all right, there is an order block at this area. If you really look at it, there's an order block here, which was our last buy before we started selling. So what did price do? It came, and where does that order block lie? Remember we said when we're choosing order blocks, we haven't done order blocks, but I know some of us, we have gone into saying we've once read about them, right? And on my free course, on my free lessons, I think some of us have done them. So what we are now saying is when price comes in that OB, what's the next thing? It has to fall. Why? Because this OB as well was responsible for break of this low, this low, this low, this low, right? So meanwhile, these are all the factors that you should look at. Now, one of our most powerful setups that we can ever have is a fib plus an OB, or a fib plus a gap, right? Fib plus OB, fib plus gap. Fib plus OB, fib plus gap, right? So let's choose another pair. Right. So let's say here, this is a very good example of a pair where we would take a fib, and this is actually now happening in real life. These are trades that we can actually take in real time. We have a high here, we have a low here, and we came and we reacted in the 0.50%. Right. Why did price choose to come and react here? Because we have a gap here. Can we all see this gap?
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Someone would be like, okay, so what isn't the gap supposed to get filled 50%? Let's shift right away to M15 and let's see.
You know, CNC also.
Pardon? Pardon, I didn't hear you clearly. Oh, okay. Seems like there's someone who talked, but I couldn't hear them. All right, let's move to M30. Right. So we still have this whole area to come and fill. But now I want you to look at something. What we have here is we have a low, we have a high. Can we all agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a low, we have a high. Can we agree?
Yes.
We have a
Yeah.
low, we have a low, and we have a high. But this high failed to be broken. Can we all agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this flow again is not been broken. Can we agree as well?
Yes.
So what does it mean at this point? Is price going up or it's going down?
It's going up.
Going up.
Right. So we have an entry model that looks like this. We can have price give us a high, then a low, then a high, where it actually comes and respects a supply zone that is here, and then there is a demand that's here, but then overall price will be in an uptrend. So price will come through that demand and then go up. But now I want you to look at something. If we come back again and go to our H4, are we in an uptrend or we are in a downtrend?
In an uptrend.
Uptrend.
Come again, what did you say, guys?
We are in an
Downtrend.
uptrend.
We're in an uptrend.
Yes.
All right, let's start counting structure, JC. What is this?
It's a high.
And this?
Hello.
It's a low.
And this?
A high. A
And this?
high.
Hi.
A
Hello.
low.
And this?
A high.
Hi.
And this?
A low.
Hello.
And this?
Hi.
A failure to break.
Break.
It failed to break a high.
All right, and this?
New low. Lower low.
You haven't broken any structure. You are in between.
What are
No,
others? What are others saying?
that's a break. That's a break of structure over there.
That's a change of
Right. Welcome to trading. Right. Right. We are now trading TSA manje. TSA trader TSA. We are now both traders. All right, guys. Let me teach you something that I have taught you before. We can have a high that fails to break a high, and then we act like this. What is this?
It's a change of character.
And then we can have a high that breaks a high and then comes and breaks a low. What is this?
A
break of
break of
structure.
structure.
So what is this over here?
Change of character.
This is a change of character.
Right. That being a change of character, I want you to see something. This being a change of character, we have a possibility of price to come and fill this gap. But remember what we said about equal highs. What is this? We've not gotten there, but I know some have. What is this?
The equal wise.
Hmm. What lies on equal
So
highs?
there's liquidity above.
There's liquidity above and it. We can all agree these are equal highs and it. So now, Taudafunga sema traders. We now want to think as proper traders.
Can I ask you before?
Pardon? All right. So now we want to think as proper traders. What price might
So
choose to?
my equal highs are
Yes. I'm listening.
my equal highs yako na kuchungu tuna my equal highs tokwanisa anoitika futhi nema-weeks.
Ndo ma equal highs acho. The weak part of it.
Okay, and chifungwa chi maybe equal yema bodies, candle bodies.
Pardon? Pardon, Matisi?
Okay, ndachingoti pamwe equal high anoita equal nekuda kwemabodies chete.
No.
Okay, ndandichiti maybe ndachingoti ma-equal highs anoita tinomawana nemafull chete.
Right. The weak part of it is what makes them equal highs because it simply shows rejection. I don't know if you're getting me.
Okay. Yeah. Ndakunzwisisa.
All right. Equal highs. Right. Let me put it in this way. Or equal lows. Let me put it in this way. Right. What happens is we consider the bodies only. We consider the tails mostly. Why? Because you can have my bodies and it anangagadai, but then my tails anangagadai. This tail and this tail can be like this. These are equal. These are now equal highs. So let's say there was price that was playing in between and doing whatever I did. These are equal highs. And what about if we want to consider the body? If we want to consider the body, that means we can have a body akainzana, but materials asina kuinzana. These are not equal highs. Or we can have two bodies with no tail. These are equal highs. But it's rare to see scenarios like this. I don't know if you are getting it. So it comes from the fact that there was a rejection and then price came exactly at that same point and it gave us another rejection as well. That's creating an equal high. So ndo zati hakuna candle rine tail apapo ndatadza kuri position rakaenda pana. Tikupabata.
Yeah.
Kana pari kurema munotaura tava kurema.
Yeah, pabatika.
I think I heard someone say something. Did someone say something?
Hello, ndachingoti pabatika.
Pabatika.
Yeah.
All right. So tatozopedza tapinda mune topic yatasingafanira kunge tichipindana nayo. But that's the good part of learning takadai so. So what price might choose to do here now is, since we have a bunch of liquidity kumsoro uko, price might choose to respect this area. What is here in this area? Remember, this zone we got it through a fib. So now let's move to M5. Let's see what's really here that we can say price might react to and it buys. Now what you see is we have a gap. At the same time, what you see is we have a gap. At the same time, tine a demand zone ish that price is respecting, and we have a demand zone and we have a gap that price is just filling now. So I'm assuming from this area, what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to buy. So if we have live accounts, we can constantly check TSA. We're supposed to get a good market structure here. Buy, take out this liquidity, fill out this gap, and then fall. Since we have a change of character already at the bottom here. Or sometimes price might be stupid enough to say it can do this. What we can also see is price can come. Now, this is where we need to really use confirmations and not do any guesswork. So price can just say, all right, I've given these guys a change of character. So let me come give them a full break of structure. Just soon after that break of structure, it comes through this gaps, takes liquidity, and then fall. But looking at where we are with the current price now and everything that we've been learning, we know that price at this point, we're expecting it to at least give us a reaction. You see, it has just filled that gap and it's already starting to react on it. So on a trade like this now, let me show you in real time what I would expect. What we have here is we have our high and our low, our high, our low. So either it can set us a high, a low that fails to break this low in a change of character, or straight up, what it can do is it can come, break this high, and then we know that we've changed our direction and we are buying so that we feel. Zvinhu zviri guys, zvekutoti if you have money togona kutotimira trade riri tikatoita mari baba. Tese takatodai so. Pane pari kunetsa kunzwisisa. Pane pari kunetsa kunzwisisa here, especially when we are having trades ari kuplay in real time like this. Can you say pane pari kutinetsa? Some people now, what they would do is they would go as low as M1. Right. When they go to M1, ndakukushoya matrix guys. What they would do is they would come, take a fib, touch this high, touch this low. When they touch that high and touch that low, what we now do is takuti, since we want to catch this buy and we don't want to be let's say tapinda panapa, we buy. We want to buy it up to the 0.61 or wherever is going to react in M1, right? But what we can see is in M1 again, I want you to see something with a high, a low, 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 a high, a low. Now we have to break this high. In our M1, we already have an M1 change of character. Can we all see it?
Yes, yes.
We've already have an M1 change of character, and having that M1 change of character, guys, trading zone akizayo. Having that M1 change of character, we now have to come and break this structure over here. So what someone would do is they would wait for it to come and break structure, buy it up until here. Ndo panopinda aggressive entries apa panenge pana vanhu vanenge vakapombera, and then you take profit. Now when it gets here, it retraces back to your order block and then it buys. Makes sense?
Yeah, it's making sense.
Makes sense or not?
Making sense.
To make a sense.
Makutozvona makanomira kubugati ka.
Bijala, bla.
Mchana mchana.
Lolo.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
okay. Since this is a real time, so should I wait for the price to go up and then come and fill
Should
that
you wait
order block
for?
again, then I buy? Or for the price to buy now, what you are saying it should buy and then come and fill the order block. Then I
Alright.
do my end. Yeah.
What I'm saying now is, please, I want you to listen to this. You see something that is happening here. I want to show you something. What I'm saying now is your M1 is giving you your change of character, right? It's giving you your change of character. It's telling you that it's giving you signs that it wants to buy. But at the same time, it hasn't broken structure. So if we really want to work with smaller time frames, yes, a change of character will do you justice, but it's advisable to wait until you get a full break of structure. Why am I saying that? We haven't broken this high here. Apa patenge kwatakuita kutimira trade kuti we are now in the final dying minutes of getting what we're expecting. So we're expecting it to break this high. Sometimes it can even sell, break this low, and then give you another change of character. But as long as it doesn't break your previous high, what it's basically telling you in small time frames is it hasn't really confirmed an uptrend. Because remember, when your trade switches in M1, it means the next time frame is supposed to switch in is M5. Right. I don't know if you're getting me right there.
Yeah. I understand.
So let's just say at this point in time, we wait for a proper break of structure since it's in M1 and M1 is sensitive. So we wait for a break of structure. When it breaks structure, then we start taking buys. Right. If it fails to break that structure and it continues down, you see like now what it's doing. It can even reject and start going up, right? But as long as it's giving us those change of characters, sometimes we don't really want to start entering very early. Why? Because we are in M1. Until we get a full break of structure, we can now start saying, all right, takutenga, we are now getting in our trade. But now for us to buy at this area, it makes sense. Why? Because if we come into M15, let me show you something. If you come to M15, this is where you see that we had a gap, and that gap is this gap over here in our M15. That is the main reason why we are expecting price to fill this gap and then buy. I don't know if now I'm making perfect sense. But for us to take this buy, we are now waiting for a break of structure. Why? Because if we check in our M1, we have a downtrend that is very much okay in our M1. I think we can see the highs, the lows, the highs, the lows, the highs, the lows. So in this M1 now, since we are at an area where there is a fair value gap, we are now just waiting for a break of structure and then we buy. We start entering in those buys. But if we get in those buys, remember something again. If we come to M15, let me zoom out. If we come to M15, what we are now basically saying is we are buying so that we come and take out this liquidity. Actually, I don't know if it's not making sense. If it's making sense, guys. That trip,
No, it's making sense.
pana vamwe vatopinda mutrade.
Takatoitaimira.
Makaitaimira here.
Tikutoda nezvayo.
So yeah, I think if there's questions, please ask. Anyone with questions? Hatina ma question. Anyone with questions?
Zvamatika kwangu ndabata.
What about others? Mabatiro.
Me too.
Pana kunzwisisirai.
Zvabatika baba.
Ameno sekuda.
Ameno.
Andati pane zvandachida ameno efavor ameno kana zvichikwanisika.
All right.
Yeah, pane matrades emapinda masikati is like crash 900 is it and crash 600. Kwa ameno kwakushingokumbira kuti kana muchizombokwanisa mune time maingoti postirawo zvemunenge maanalyze tichingoonawo yente ameno.
All right, it's fine. Manakirwa nema movements.
But it was big. It was big.
All right, I understand.
Thank you very much.
What about others? So guys, we went on further ahead with my students and we took this trade based on the order block, the demand and the liquidity that had to be cleared out. And as you can see, it was a sniper entry. A normal person would have thought that this trade is selling right, but just because we knew our market structure, we knew our reaction points, and we knew that we had to take out liquidity from those equal highs, this is where we are now. And look at it, this is M30. So for those that want lessons, please feel free to get in touch. We are there to help you, and we'll never teach you something that doesn't work.